Good everyone, welcome to this video. Today it's one of the first flights of the Community Choice series. And well, the winner was the HE-112 V-5 by about 8 votes. And it's been a while since I've done a video on this thing. It was a request by It's Phillips, if I remember rightly. And well, we got a couple of kills and then we got blattered by the AAA. Because, well, AAA is balanced. The other winner was the A6M2N. Obviously, there'll be another poll on the A6M2N video, and that's where you'll get the option to vote for more vehicles. So the HE-112 V5 and me really haven't had a great reputation. It's an okay plane, it's just the firepower is a bit obsolete now, because obviously two 7.92 is not enough. And with this thing fighting CW21s, yeah, I think I know what I'd rather be flying. And it's not this thing. But obviously, I'm not looking for much out of either flight. Obviously, I'll be taking out the Boat Zero, which I think had 6 votes. This thing had about 14 votes. So we'll just have to see. Obviously, the next vote will incorporate some aircraft that were in the previous poll. And well, it's come to my decision that I've decided to do tank polls every 5 community choice votes. Because I just think 10 is a bit spiteful to tankers who came to this channel to enjoy tanking and stuff like that. But yeah, let's jump into the battle and let's see what we can get up to in the 112 V5. So like I say, last time I flew this thing, it was not a great impression. And yes, I am putting the Japanese skin on it because why the hell not? Obviously, there is a Japanese premium, the A7HE1. I don't have plans to buy it, even though I have 1350 GE. I might just pick up old Chubby personally. But like I say, it's been a nice experience playing this aircraft. Well, this aircraft back in the day, I should say, in arcade. This thing used to be good in arcade. Nowadays, though, it's a bit of a stinker. It has the performance, but it just doesn't have anything else, really. But anyway, I will see you all in the first game. And well, first game on Central Tunisia. Now, it depends on the battles, but I will try to incorporate 2 games into these videos. That's the plan anyway. Obviously, if the first game goes really well, I don't need to. The first battle will be sufficient enough. But obviously, you guys have chosen for me to fly this thing, so we're going to be doing it the way that I prefer. And just looking at that, I don't think we're going to have too much fun. Because, well, we're probably going to get clubbed. In this case, I might as well be the baby seal, and they have the baseball bats, so we'll just have to see. So it has been a while since I've flown the old 112, but I still remember the fun days in arcade of this thing. It was maneuverable, the guns worked nicely, because obviously you only fought pea shooters, biplanes, and at most a Hurricane, which the guns could handle, and obviously you could outturn a Hurricane in most situations. But as I transferred to RB, it just became one of those planes that I just forgot about. And like I say, it's just one of those planes where you don't miss flying it, but at the same time, you got to respect the fact that some people will want to see it for a video. And obviously, you guys chose this thing. This thing got, I believe it was 14 votes. And well, I'm a man of my word. So the way this Community Choice series will work is obviously you'll get this video in the morning. You'll get the second one in the afternoon, which will be the Boat Zero. And on the second video, there will be a poll in the description below. Obviously, I'll mention that in the Boat Zero video before I fully get into it. And, well, that's the plan. Now, with us having to fight stuff like CW21s, J22Bs, Hurricanes, most likely, depending on how badly we are up to, because it looks to be a 1-7 game. However, I don't trust Gaijin's matchmaking. Yeah, look, there's a J22, 2 J22s. But you see, yeah, it's a J-22B. The first one is on the deck. Now what we can use against them is our turn rate. We turn better than J-22s. But obviously now we've got that HS-123 playing fighter, which is not very nice at all. Because I know what those HS-123s can do. Did I say HS-129 before? If so, I do apologise, but I thought I said HS-129 for a moment, and I was like, did I say that, or did I say HS-123? So I thought I'd just make that clear. Right. It's that doe I can hear. I could hear a plane, and I was like, please don't tell me that's an enemy aircraft this close. But, no, it's just that doe that I heard then. Yeah, what belts have I running? Yes, universal, that's fine. That tells you how long it's been. I've left the belts completely unchecked. Right, so it looks like we've got a Chinese Ki-27, a Chinese HS-123. That J-22B just bullied that BA-65 into the ground. Now, I don't get what this Ki-27 is doing, because you could easily outturn a HS-123. Right, let's climb a little more, put it to 15. Excuse me. Right, Lag 3's just killed the HE-100. And he took out an I-15. Congratulations. Oh dear. People just don't have any concept of focusing the most important targets. Like for me, I want those J-22s gone before I even think about engaging the biplanes. I mean, there's this guy at high altitude, but I'm sorry, the J-22Bs have to go before anything else. Although I do want to engage this J-6B because obviously he is the highest target and the most important threat at the moment. I mean, look at my team. I can tell you right now, we're not going to get much out of this thing. Okay, so J6B, obviously I've done a video on that thing, and I'll need to do a Talisman series flight eventually. Good plane. But the engine's rather vulnerable. Which, his engine has just failed. You can tell because you saw two little puffs of black smoke then. Trying to aim for the wings here. There we go. Saw the wing off. Beautiful. First kill for me. That's how you deal with those. Hit them in the head on, break off, and then obviously if your engine hits land home, because obviously I was aiming for the engine, you're going to do fine. But if you look, we're losing teammates rapidly. We need to deal with these J-22s. The main reason why I went for that J-6B, because obviously it's high enough, he could dive on me and everything. It's just natural instinct to go for the highest aircraft first. Right, we've got no Kobe's down there, we've got this lag. Right, I think this J-22 is getting a bit overconfident. Because I have the energy advantage, he knows I do. He got very overconfident. Let's see if we can punish him for that. Try to aim for the wings, because I know they're quite vulnerable on J-22s. Oh no. Yep. I thought that was going to happen. I completely forgot about the lockup of this thing. And that is kind of ironic. Yeah, this just tells you I don't fly HE-112s enough to know about the lockup again. But that's ironic. Anyway, I'd best see you all in the second game, because, well, that didn't go very well, did it? Right, well, second game. Let's hope this one goes a little better. It tells you how long I haven't flown a HE-112 for, because I forgot about its lockup. I didn't remember it, to be truthfully honest. I've had that many Swedish planes to remember. I've had that many flipping tanks I've been driving recently. This thing's just slipped my memory, but at least now it's given me a harsh reminder, shall we say. But hey, we got a kill. I mean, looking at that, we're not going to get much out of this game either, but that's the problem nowadays. Axis teams are just getting spanked in the lower tiers because of J-22Bs and obviously China getting the CW-21. There is honestly no point flying low directs as teams at the moment. Well, specifically in ARB. I'll take that into account in future polls, let's just say. Or if I do, I'll just put bombers, because it would be easier to fly a bomber, because at least you can drop your shit and get out. So, looking at that, because, well, balance at its finest, we have to fight full squads whilst we only have one, because, well, Gaijin's giving me the finger at the moment. And like I say, it's just, like, because I forgot about the lockup, that didn't help my situation either, but at least now I know about it. Like, well, remember it at least. And the thing, 112 used to be one of my favourite planes. Like, the B0 is, I think it's still quite high on my list for, like, for playing it. And I remember, I think that guy was in the last game, that HE-112. But I think it was the B0. I used to love playing that because I was just obviously transferring to RB at the time, and I used to just play that because I had cannons that actually worked back in the day. And I went to this, and I went to other planes, and obviously I got into stuff like Mustangs and like P-38s and stuff. I did do the best, but I soon learned from my mistakes. But obviously some planes just completely slip your mind because there's no point to playing them anymore. And this is one of them. But like, it's not saying that the 112's a bad plane. I don't think it is. I just don't think there's any point to flying at this BR anymore. When you've got stuff like HE-1, well not H, well yeah, there is the HE-100, but that's 2.0. There's stuff like the CW-21 that you have to fight. There's J-22Bs. There's stuff like the Hawks, which would give this thing a hard time. There's just so much that you should be flying that's better, and yet people still fly these 112s, and I just think people get horribly outclassed by them, or by the opposition. I mean, look at those Hawks; they're just zooming into the sky. And then you've got I-16s as well. The I-16 is arguably a better plane. But I could go on all day about Hawks being better than 112s, because I just prefer flying Hawks. Yep, that BF-19's not having a good day at the office, is he? And the P-36 is coming up for me. Of course he is. Completely ignore your mate and you decide to go for me. What a complete frickin' muppet. I mean, he's got the firepower advantage, he's got the lockup advantage. Really? Okay, he scores one hit and one taps my engine. But can I just point out, even though I have a dead engine, he's still got better controllability than me. Jesus Christ. And here comes an I-16. You just can't win, can you, folks? Oh dear. I think I'm going to leave it at that, to be honest, because well, there's no point to this plane at this moment in time. It's just, I was horribly outclassed. It's like when I started spaining the... Apologies for the loud explosion. But it's like when I started spaining the T-3485, the 5.7 one, which I will get around to doing something on that at some point. But this thing is just horribly outclassed nowadays. You saw that Hawk completely whoop my ass. If I'd had that shot on him, my guns would have done next to no damage. His 50 cal, one shot, one engine dead. You can see what I mean. And yes, I did have multiple fires on me, but the Hawk had me under his belt. The I-16 simply kill stole. Like, that Hawk would have had a crit notification saying engine, so I wouldn't be surprised if he team kills him for that, because I have gotten a lot more annoyed at kill stealers recently. But personally, folks, don't bother with this thing. It is a pile of crap compared to its opposition nowadays. Obviously, that lockup is a detriment to its ability, and I'm sorry, but if a Hawk can just do that, and yet you won't be able to do the same in return, there's no point. Skip the 112s is all I'll say for the moment, because, well, they're being spanked at the sky. But anyway, I will see you all on the next video, which is obviously the Boat Zero, which, fun enough, I was testing it with Tom the Tank for something, not saying what. But, yeah, we'll get around to the Boat Zero, and let's hope this thing's a little better. I'll see you all on the next one.